Welcome, dear friends, to the Taviren, a Wheel of Time podcast hosted by three gentlemen for whom the very wheel itself bends around. Without further ado, here are your hosts, Bill, Rob, and Rich.
Hello, welcome to Postscript.
Welcome to the postscript of the Wheel of Time. I have no idea what Bill will say, but let's go anyway.
No, I think this will be a very short thing.
Go ahead. What we got?
It's not going to be much. So in the chapter "Shelter from the Storm," Perrin has a dream where Beelzemon comes into it. Now,
He does.
Perrin is becoming a bit more wary of his dreams, like I said in the chapter.
Yes.
Do we think he is now beginning to exert some control over the dream? I really want to try and pronounce it.
Teleran Riyadh.
Tel'aran'rhiod, yes, the dream.
Teleran Riyadh. I don't have it in front of me. It's like Teleran Riyadh.
Because we found out in the next chapter that one of the wolf that was guarding Perrin died. So we know if you die in the dream, you die in real life. So why didn't Perrin's eye explode in real life?
You just can't let that go.
I can't. But I mean, he's clearly exerting some control in the dream. I think the fact that he manages to move and pick up the wolf's ashes and get the ashes covered in his hands shows that he's now beginning to gain that sort of
very similar
power.
to Rand's last encounter in the dream world, where he stands up to Beelzemon. He notices that he surprised Beelzemon, and at the realization that he announces that this is a dream, it angers Beelzemon and pops him out of it. So it's like the beginnings of awareness of this secondary reality.
Indeed. So, and as we know from later in the books, not everyone can enter Tel'aran'rhiod.
You know what? I think TAR. I have to look it up the initials, but I think in Twitter in abbreviating worlds, it's been abbreviated to its initials, which would be then.
Yeah. But I think in that sort of place, it's very. I think he is beginning to exert some power over his dream. The fact that he's able to observe his own dream and realize the things that are out of place.
Well, like you said, he notices that Mistress Luhan and the wolf were there. Well, she would never have a wolf here. She would never let me work on my tools in the house.
Yeah, she wouldn't allow me to do this stuff on the floor, because he even mentions where's the ashes on the floor. Like, she wouldn't let this happen. She'd come sweep this up. Yeah. But she's just standing there doing her pops while Beelzemon talks to him. But yeah, it's very strange that his eye doesn't pop. So obviously Beelzemon doesn't want to hurt the boys. That's come up as well. So,
well, yeah, he wants to turn him to the evil.
Yeah, he wants to turn him to the evil. He always says alive or dead, but better alive. And as we know, he is looking for Lewis Ferrin. And he still obviously doesn't know that it's Rand yet. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't realize that until the beginning of book 2, end of book 1.
Yeah,
I think that's where he's just like, oh yeah, actually, the end of book. Given what happens at the end of book 1 with Rand actually having a having a Barney with Beelzemon, I think he realizes, oh, this is Dragon Ball. But yeah, that was it basically. I just wanted to sort of briefly mention about the fact that I think this might be our first view of someone having a bit of control in the dream world.
You know what? Yeah, I agree with you.
You could be right about Rand, but I feel like
Rand was more of an awareness, not any kind of manipulating, or it was. He got up. I remember with Rand, he said he got up and he turned the corner and they kind of bumped into like, whoa, I didn't know you were right there, but he noticed that Beelzemon had the same reaction. Whoa, I didn't know you were right there. Oh, I'm gonna control you, Rand. But he had that moment where he spooked him.
Yeah.
And then Rand commented that was odd. So
yeah. So maybe Rand has that first distinction. But this was the first time I noticed.
Yeah. I think Perrin was more distinct. I mean, Rand was more like, that's odd, but Perrin was more like, hey, this isn't right. I don't,
I'm sure we'll have a lot more discussions on the dream world in the future.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, that was just like a small little bit which I thought could be a spoiler. Anything else do you think from these 2 chapters?
No, it was, like I said, a lot of character build. I mean, it's character building, some slow dancing, some angsty naiveness, and all. It seems like everybody is en route to Camelin.
Indeed. Hopefully they'll all meet up there. Although we know obviously that doesn't. Cool. Okay, that's it then. That was a very nice short postscript. Spoiler warning, guys.
After the fact, spoilers.
Spoilers. I'll do a little intro saying, "Welcome to Postscript. You are about to enter spoiler zone." Brad. Cool. All right then. Right. Well, it's time to go back to that fire, mate. Oh, that belly dance was amazing.
Oh my gosh! Hey, I'm glad I'll put my clothes back on though. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah. Well, I can't move for a minute. I just need to wait for this pillow to cool down.
Think about baseball. Think about baseball.
What's the Austin Powers one? The Queen naked on a cold day.
Margaret Thatcher nude. Margaret Thatcher nude.
Margaret Thatcher nude on a cold day. Oh, yeah. Anyway, right.
That'll do it too, though. Yes.
Right. Laters, guys.
Bye.
Now that our heroic trio have left the familiar confines of the Two Rivers, they find themselves being chased by all sorts of denizens of the Dark One. Our party has been scattered, and the boys separated from Mograine and Lan. Let us hope that luck, or some other force, can keep them safe. Billiam! Put that dagger down! You have no idea where in creation that's been. No, Rich. I don't have an extra cloak with me. Maybe if you didn't ride your horse straight into the Arenelle, you wouldn't have this problem, For crying out loud, Robert, I know that girl from Berlon said weird things to you, but you shouldn't let it get under your skin so much. What are you, 11? You all remind me of a younger version of myself. Why, back in Watch Hill, I...
This has been a presentation
of the We Can Make This Work
Probably Network.
Follow us on Twitter
@ProbablyWork for more of our questionable content.
Also, we have a website called probablywork.com.